Arresting criminal court judge Abdullah Muhammad, who was accused of misconduct and allegations, is a move supported by 48% of the country, said Maldivian Democratic Party or MDP MP Maria Ahmad Didi. She further said that the trial against former President Mohamed Nasheed for having arrested the judge will be politicized and biased. Abdullah Muhammad was detained after the government accused him of political bias, obstructing police, stalling cases, links with organized crime, and taking the entire criminal justice system in his fist to protect key figures of the former dictatorship from human rights violations and corruption cases. Judge Abdullah Muhammad's arrest sparked 3 weeks of anti-government protests starting in January, while the government appealed for assistance from the Commonwealth and UN to reform the judiciary. As protests escalated, elements of the police and military mutinied on the February 7th, alleging Nasheed's orders to arrest the judge were unlawful. A Commonwealth legal delegation had landed in the capital only days earlier. Nasheed publicly resigned the same day, but later said that he was forced to do so under duress in a coup d'etat. Nasheed's Maldivian Democratic Party MDP has taken to the streets in recent months calling for an early election. Judge Abdullah Muhammad was released on the evening of February 7th, and the criminal court swiftly issued a warrant for Nasheed's arrest. Police did not act on the warrant after international concern quickly mounted. The civil court had previously dismissed a decision by its own watchdog body, the Judicial Service Commission of JSC, to take action against Chief Judge of the Criminal Court Abdullah Muhammad for violating the judge's code of conduct. An investigation into a complaint of ethical misconduct against Judge Abdullah was completed by a JSC special committee, which recommended in the final report to the Commission that action be taken against the judge for violating the judge's code of conduct, specifically by making a politically biased statement in an interview. However, during the period given to Judge Abdullah to respond to the report, he instead obtained a civil court injunction against his further investigation by the judicial watchdog. The JSC appealed the injunction on the January 24th of this year, claiming that the civil court had disregarded the Commission's constitutional mandate, which allowed it to take action against judges, and argued that the court did not have jurisdiction to overrule a decision of its own watchdog body. But the appeal was rejected, concluding that the Commission had not provided the court any substantial reason to terminate the injunction, and that the High Court cannot make a decision on the case while the case is pending at the lower court. As the final verdict on the case came out, the civil court overruled the decision, stating that the Judge Abdullah was not given an opportunity to respond to the allegations during the investigation. According to the judge, providing a chance to submit any complaints after the investigation is completed cannot be deemed an opportunity for the judge to present his defense. Like all other state institutions, JSC must also be held accountable in front of the law, the court noted, adding that party who believes to have suffered damages due to decision by the Commission have the right to litigate matter to project his rights. Furthermore, the civil court concluded that action cannot be taken against the judge under the judge's code of conduct because the said violations predates the regulations. Apart from ethical misconduct complaints, the JSC revealed that a total of 11 complaints have been submitted to the Commission against Judge Abdullah Muhammad, among which are serious allegations of corruption and abuse of authority. The first complaints against Abdullah Muhammad were filed in July 2005 by then Attorney General Dr. Hassan Saeed. Now Dr. Wahid's political advisor included allegations of misogyny, sexual deviancy, and throwing out an assault case despite the confession of the accused. Among the allegations in Dr. Saeed's letter was one that Judge Abdullah had requested an underage victim of sexual abuse reenact her abuse for the court in the presence of the perpetrator in 2009. Those documents were sent to the JSC, which was requested to launch an investigation into the outstanding complaints as well as alleged obstruction of high-profile corruption investigations. The JSC decided not to proceed with the investigation on July 30th of 2009. Former President's member on the JSC and whistleblower Aishat Velizini for several years contended that Abdullah Muhammad was a central controlling father figure in the lower courts, answerable to former President Maumoon Abdul Gayoom and a key figure responsible for scrutinizing the independence of the judiciary under the new constitution.